Welcome back to TCM. Ben Mankiewicz. Tom Hanks is here. The singular Tom Hanks. He's programmed a couple of movies here. We just saw Casablanca. Up next, from 1938, Bette Davis in Jezebel. Tom, the making of another major motion picture masterpiece, your novel. I think the classic movie star, and there are many classic movie stars that TCM fans will be interested in the novel. I think Bette Davis's name comes up more than anybody else.
If you were going to honestly measure it out, is who was the most movie star of all the movie stars that have been movie stars, I think Bette Davis is number one. She had this flinty sort of personality and a very distinctive, imitatable cadence. The intimidative power, is that a word? Intimidative power of her eyes and her countenance is undeniable and impressive and, in fact, intimidating. Actually, I will tell you a story about Bette Davis. You ready for this?
I am ready.
Okay, here you go. Here you go. The very first time I found myself at the Academy Awards, they said, we want you to give away an animation Oscar with Bugs Bunny.
Oh, nice, sure.
And I said, all right, hey, if Bugs will put up with it, I will too. Then they must have spent 45 minutes explaining to me that Bugs will not actually be there. I said, guys, I think I realize, I'm not, no, I mean, the audience will see Bugs, but you will not see Bugs. Yeah, I got it. Meaning he won't be there. I got it. They'll see him at home, but he won't be on stage with you. I said, I think I'm familiar with that much of the process. And we went to the governor's ball afterwards, and I found myself at this assigned table, And lo and behold, if I'm not sitting at a table with Arlene Dahl, Arlene Dahl, ladies and gentlemen.
We had her on the TCM cruise one
Well,
year.
she was, among other things, she was in Journey to the Center of the Earth with Pat Boone and James Mason. I can't believe I'm talking with Arlene Dahl. And lo and behold, someone places a very frail, very aged Bette Davis at our table. And she happens to sit in the seat where my wife, Rita, had just been occupied. So I'm literally talking to Arlene Dahl. The next thing I know, Bette Davis is sitting right there where Rita just was. And I'm thinking, Rita's going to come back from the bathroom. And she's going to have to sit on the other side of Bette Davis. And I turned to Miss Dahl. I said, I don't know what to do here. Bette Davis just sat down in my girlfriend's seat. And Arlene Dahl said, oh, kick her out. Just kick her out. She'll love it. This is 1986, maybe, 86, 87. And I said to Bette Davis, Miss Davis! A lot of noise going on.
Do you have to introduce yourself? Does she know who you are?
No, she had no idea. I said, Miss Davis, my name's Tom Hanks, and you are sitting in my girlfriend's seat. But if anybody can take the place of my girlfriend, it is you.
Nice.
And she said, what? And I said, my name's... reintroduce myself. You are sitting in my girlfriend's seat, but if anyone can take her place, it is you. And she said to me then, I can't hear a word you're saying. Of course, didn't get to the Jezebel required. And this, to me, Jezebel is the preeminent Bette Davis performance. The sheer command of the screen that Bette Davis has in Jezebel, I think, is the epitome of a well-founded starring role in a motion picture. I don't think anybody has ever topped Bette Davis in Jezebel. She is beautiful, she is driven, and you have a preconceived notion of what she wants from every scene before the scene begins. It must have been some supernatural power that she had, somehow in the choice of materials. You always find out about how she ended up fighting with everybody who ever ran a studio, with the brothers Warner, with whoever was making whatever it was.
With her director, William Wyler, who she had a love affair with, but they fought constantly.
This was a lady who knew the type of art that she wanted to make. And also, I think she knew that only she could make it.
Tom, this has been great. Thank you very much. Let's take a look at the movie. Here it is, from 1938, directed by William Wyler, Bette Davis in Jezebel. Welcome back, Ben Mankiewicz and Tom Hanks.
Did you notice a unique thing that
Yes.
doesn't happen to a lot of major motion picture stars who are male? Henry Fonda's last scenes in that are essentially laying comatose in the back of a wagon because he's dying of yellow fever.
Right, yeah.
I have a feeling that, if somebody was in the same straits today, I would have fought with the director saying, look, I know I have yellow fever. But can't I raise up somehow and say some line like, remember me, or something like that? No, you're just laying for that. So I actually thought about, I wonder if Hank Fonda said, ma'am, I got an easy day today. What'd you do at work today, honey? Oh, I had to lay around and, be dead of yellow fever on a wagon. Pretty good day's work. Not a bad gig if you could get it. Just another note, I may be wrong, but I think the set design for Jezebel, there's one main entrance to her plantation that is a very fancy main entrance with stairs going up and curving up to a thing. I saw a movie on Turner Classic not long after that, Bright Leaf, with Gary Cooper and Patricia Neal.
Yep.
They had already made a couple of movies that
And had a passionate love affair.
legendary thing. And I think that set was brought back out and recreated for a scene in Bright Leaf.
It happened all the time.
Happened all the time. But it's okay. This is what a dweeb I've become because of Ben Mankiewicz and all those other people on TCM. I was sitting there watching. Oh, I never heard of this movie, Bright Leaf. What is this? Oh my God! It's about the glories of tobacco and how cigarettes, the making of cigarettes, helped establish an entire economic motor that drove the American economy for years. Not so sure this movie would fly these days. But I'm watching the movie, and then up comes this scene, and I go, my God! I think that's the set from Jezebel.
Well, yeah.
Do I need to get out a little bit more, staff? Should I go out?
I got news
more
for you.
often?
All that means, Tom, is that you're one of us.
I guess I am.
It's a nice community. So, did you go to a lot of movies as a kid?
I did not. I was not a massive movie-going guy. I didn't run off to the theater constantly. But I can tell you what movie I saw in what movie theater. I saw Duel at Diablo at the Alameda Theater. I saw Hard Day's Night at the Island Auto Movies. I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey at the Cinerama Domes, and I saw the re-release of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea at the Golden Gate Theater in San Francisco. I can.
Those are movies that made some sort of impact.
I didn't really get into films until the 70s, in which movie theaters were trying to make money by becoming repertory cinemas, in which they'd have a different bill every night, and the theater owners would put out a 3-month. So, like, for example, I saw, when I was in college, I went and saw all of the James Dean movies in one night.
No, really.
On one bill, or saw the Nicholas Roeg movies in one night, or some sort of like Cocteau's, Beauty and the Beast and Jules and Gem on the same bill on a night. That's when I started getting into that.
Your story is about making a superhero movie from an obscure comic, but it's a process story. And you've said that the way to succeed in Hollywood is to solve more problems than you cause. Again, like, you don't have to be a movie star to live a life like that. That's in so many people's jobs.
There's a moment of supply and demand. Who can deliver the goods when we need them. Sometimes that person is number 1 or number 2 on the call sheet. There's other time of who's late, who's making it impossible for us to get what is necessary every day. And then there's also who is the secure person or the insecure person who shows up. Sometimes it's the same person. I have shown up on movie sets thinking, I think I got it today. And then I found out I wasn't even close to delivering what was necessary. And there's been other times I said, I am tired. I'm in a really lousy mood. I had a fight with everybody I love last night, and I have to be charming today.
Right.
And I don't want to. And it turns out it's the most charming you've ever been in your life because you're faking it somehow. That odd juxtaposition between what is real going on and what is fake happening, and how you have to make the fake look real even though the real is fake. It ends up being this ongoing fascinating thing of I have to be on time and I have to do what I'm told.
Tom Hanks's novel, The Making of Another Major Motion Picture Masterpiece, available now. Tom, it's terrific. Thanks, and thanks for coming and talking to us. We've wanted to have you on TCM for a long time.
Oh, thanks. Great to be here. Honored to be here, really.